Well, hello, my fellow Aries. How about a little astrology and general read for September 2018? I am going to do your love and romantic relationships and your work, career, and finance in a separate reading. I got some new cards and could not wait to use them, so I'm going to set it up a little bit differently this month. As always, my information is below in the description box. If you would like a personal reading or any of my other services, you can follow the link below. So starting out, we had Saturn go direct in Capricorn recently. We also have this new moon. It's going to be probably the biggest topic that I talk about, along with our very own full moon on the 24th. This new moon on the 9th is really the kickoff to a whole new season for us. And it's coupled with Venus going into Scorpio, which is our 8th house. And so this season is going to be like extending your selfie stick as far out as it will go and taking a picture of how you have approached love and relationships for as long as you can remember. Other things that I will mention is that Mercury is moving into Libra. Libra is our opposite sign. So when you're standing in front of a mirror, who's looking back at you? We also have, like I said, our full moon on the 24th. This whole month, thanks to this absolutely amazing new moon, is going to be an emotionally intense and honest time for us. It's going to create this sense of vulnerability, which, let's be honest, Aries, we are not always the best at embracing. So while this energy from this new moon is already fully underway, I'm still going to, like I said, go in depth with this, because us Aries have always been known as the blunt, non-sugar-coated, lay it all out there person who is certainly not for the faint of heart. But when we do this, we get so good. We are the master at convincing everyone around us that we are strong. We are invincible. We don't allow anything to faze us. Reality is, we can only carry all 17 bags of groceries in on one trip. We can only support and encourage everyone around us. We can only be the fearless, limitless, heart of steel human for so long before we have to take off the armor, before we have to let our guard down. Because sometimes it would be nice if we would allow others to be our hero, if we could embrace the abundance of help that is surrounding us. Sometimes letting our guard down and taking our badge off and admitting to ourselves and others that our hearts have been broken more than anyone could ever fucking imagine. Our feelings get hurt, and we are so capable of being absolutely exhausted. Why is it so hard to allow ourselves to admit that we do have a fear of abandonment, that we do want and dream and desire that love story and that happy home that everyone else does? This new moon says enough is enough, Aries. Vulnerability is not a weakness. And when we do this, it's like looking at the freeway on the news that surrounds a hurricane area. There are a number of karmic cycles that are evacuating our lives, our souls. And God bless you, Aries, we have fucking earned every one of their departures. We have all been working so hard to step into those dark, hidden, really meticulously placed parts of our past that are out of sight. Because out of sight, out of mind, right, Aries? Bullshit. Maybe out of everybody else's minds, but not us. They're still in our minds. We have just gotten so fabulous at staying busy. Busy. Keep on trucking forward. Oh, look at that hiccup. Well, that's a detour. Just take 2 steps to the left and bypass, keep going forward. There is no more 2 steps to the left. Every single thing that gets laid in front of us this month, we need to stop. And we really need to assess it. And we need to work through it so that we can understand it, embrace it, and then say bye Felicia and send it on its way. We have got to put our game faces on so that we are ready for Libra season when it gets here. Because this is like dress rehearsal. This is like making out your perfect outline of events. This is like planning for the vacation of a lifetime and you don't want to fuck anything up. So we are going to not forget our luggage. We're not going to forget our swimming suit. We're not going to forget the sunscreen. We are going to make sure everything is in place. So that way, when Libra season hits, game on. Let's get this. This is a very powerful month. It is a very vulnerable month. And we owe it to ourselves to surrender the stubbornness. Surrender the drama. Aries, let me let you in on a little secret. Struggle is not a virtue. If you are tensing up or taking a rigid approach to something, you need to acknowledge this. Ask yourself why. Be the kid who won't accept the parent's answer of just because. Perhaps it's fear. Maybe it's insecurities. Maybe it's that fear of abandonment. These are all subject to come up this month, and you need to dig deep. Because while struggle is not a virtue, self-awareness is. If you really truly want to be happy and love who you are on a soul level. Surrender the drama. No matter how Shanique will hold my earrings, the issue makes you feel, pull back. Don't add any unnecessary drama. Don't be the shit pot stirrer unless you are planning on licking the spoon, because karma will hand you that spoon right up in your face. By staying centered and grounded, it allows us to easily sort out what is fact and what is us just being up in our heads. This makes it so much easier to have a quick resolve of whatever situation is at hand. Message from your spirit guides. They've brought offerings and tracker to the reading. Do you believe with all of your heart and soul that you are a gift to the world? You, along with so many other people, so many places, circumstances, deserve the title as a gift to the world, and full acceptance that many of these gifts are not perfect is going to round out the corners. It's going to smooth the edges. No matter what you're going through, no matter who has been part of your journey, there is always a need and a reason to be thankful. Being an Aries with this tracker card, much like the Black Panther card, which I will speak of here soon, we tend to carry the responsibility of a lot of others' issues or their well-being, and we carry them as our own. This causes us to inadvertently dilute our own strength and our power. So narrow your focus. What truly serves your highest good, your higher purpose? Weed out these toxic distractions. Build your life with what is true to your heart and soul. What do you do when you go to the bar and they burn the fuck out of your drink? They add more, right? They add more soda or water or whatever it is that you're drinking to dilute it down. This month we are straight up taking a shot. It's on the rocks. There is no more diluting our power and our strength. Then we have the Black Panther. This intense animal says, step out of the dark and into the light. When this is the suggested energy to embrace and use to empower you, it's like a whisper that acknowledges that you hold a lot of people's welfare in your own hands and carry it as your own. And while the Aries is strong and wise enough to execute this entire realm of helping everyone else, it doesn't mean that it's healthy, because sometimes we get caught up in being well known for the one who handles it all, and we refuse to admit that we too need support. We also need that shoulder, that non-judgmental, supportive ear. We need love and friendship, and sometimes we need a fucking hug also. Another one of my new decks that I got is the I-ching deck, and I absolutely love it. The card that we got for this month is 31. I-ching, for those of you that don't know, is all about the one constant in life, and that is change. Card 31 is a lake on the mountaintop. The mountain is strong and it is stable, but it can be harsh and it can be hard. The ebb and flow of the water within the lake is a softer force than the hardness and the lack of flexibility that the mountain has. Stillness and gentle movement attract and complement each other, like caramel and pecans complement cheesecake. For those of you who disagree, you have terrible taste buds, because that is heaven to me. Their influence can enhance the best of both forces. The best path to improve the dynamic of your life is to embrace, appreciate, and attract all of the traits and qualities within your life, within the people that are in your life, within the circumstances, the timelines, the jobs, the co-workers, wherever you want to take this. Appreciate them, because without contrast, we would feel like we were in a Catholic church service, bored as fuck, looking at how bad our nails are and how we need to really get them done, and making lists of other things that would be a lot more fun to do than sit in a hard pew listening to someone ramble and not really hearing the message. Of course, we certainly would never feel that way listening to me ramble on. But card 31, appreciate the contrast, because it's in the contrast that we are able to appreciate what everyone has within them to bring to the table. I thank you guys so much. I hope you follow the link below. I will attach that for your love, work, career, and finance sections of your reading. That will be in a separate video, like I said. And as always, I would love to read your comments. I happen to be a smartass, if you haven't picked up on that. So feel free to throw a little bit of that my way as well. I would love that. And yeah, let's do this, Aries. I'm right there with you. All right. Love you guys. Thank you.